YouTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with my weekly TBR. This is for week number 33 and it is August the 13th through the 19th. So a very slightly different angle for my video right now, or my videos. Probably going to be like this for the next little while or whatever, because behind me, behind my chair, as you guys know, there are bags of books. And I am trying to, I am purging, I am organizing, I'm kind of trying to clean up this room as best as I possibly can. And I wasn't liking the way that it looked in the background. I didn't like all those bags, like those Walmart bags and stuff like that. So I turned the camera ever so slightly. So now you guys get to see the bookcase I keep pointing at, but you guys usually can't see in camera frame. So here it is. This one is almost fully cataloged now, and it's organized though. I have it organized by imprint, by category imprint, and then that very top shelf, you can see a couple category romance books, right here. I don't even know where I'm pointing, right there. So there are some books, and there's a ball of yarn. Those are from my socks. But that top shelf is going to always be empty because I'm going to use that to kind of put my TBR as I go along. And on the other side of it are all of my e-readers. You can't see. Yes, all of my e-readers. Anyway, I believe I did a clip of all this and it's going to be in my vlog this week. So do stay tuned for that. So there's not going to be a lot of other content on that vlog, I have to tell you. Not a lot of reading has gotten done this week. There's stuff happening behind the scenes. I am nothing with the channel or anything like that. It's stuff that's happening personally in a way. I'm not going to say anything. I'm hoping I will have stuff to talk about. So stay tuned for the vlog. I will be talking about it in there, but as of me filming this right now on Thursday morning, I can't say anything yet. So that will happen in the next few days. Anyway, on to the TBR. So I only have 3 books on my TBR this week, you guys, plus the 3 Harlequin books that were picked for that you would have seen in yesterday's video. So 6 books in total. Part of the reason is because I just kind of want to take pressure off myself, for one. And for 2, I'm taking pressure off, but adding pressure in, because I am trying to get through more of my NetGalley books. So I'm not picking a NetGalley book every week. It's just okay, if I can get to one, I'll get to one, kind of an idea. So that is the situation. So the 3 books that I've got, though, are GarbAugust approved, in my opinion. So I'm very excited about all 3 of them. So let me share them with you. So the first book is one that, okay, so I was at the thrift store on the weekend, which I said I wasn't going to do, but I went anyway. And I ended up picking up a copy of the sequel to The Babysitter's Coven by Kate Williams. What's it called? Something in Cursed. I can't remember the name of it. I'll pop the cover up here. But I bought this book as a hardcover, pretty much unread, for $1.99. So my thing has always been, when I look at the author Kate Williams, I'm like, that's the woman who wrote Sweet Valley High. The Sweet Valley High series was created by Francine Pascal, but was written by Kate Williams. So I did a search online, and I found out that the Kate Williams that was used for Sweet Valley was actually a pseudonym for a whole ton of authors. Of course, much like they did with Nancy Drew and the Babysitters Club, who wrote those series. But it's still kind of stuck in my head, right? So I was thinking about that. And then what I did was I went and I looked to see what else this other author had written, because I thought about reading The Babysitter's Coven. Since I now bought book 2, I'm like, maybe I'll go back and read book 1 for GarbAugust as my mood read for this week. So I looked to see, and she's only put out the 3 books in the Babysitter's Coven trilogy. There's only going to be 3 books. It's a YA series. And then this other book called Never Coming Home. So I looked at this one, I'm like, oh, it's a YA thriller. And I've read another one. I read it, was it earlier this year or last year, by Natasha Preston? The Lake. Was not impressed. And I think that was my first foray into YA thrillers, and I kind of want to give another one a shot to see what I think. So I'm going to read this one. I got a copy of it from my library, and essentially, from my understanding, it's about 10 social media teenage influencers who are all kind of sent on this vacation, and it sounds very And Then There Were None-esque, where they all start dying. So someone is clearly, but they're on this island by themselves or something. I don't know. It sounds really good though, you guys. And it sounds and again, trash does not mean it's a bad book. Just that it is kind of a really fun, trashy thriller. So I am very much looking forward to it. The second book is the weekly prompt pick. So the prompt for week 3 for GarbAugust is either a book by a celebrity, I mean, you could do memoirs, but I think that's not the way they were going. They were like, this celebrity does, they're a actor, but now they're trying their hand at writing a book, something that they wouldn't necessarily be known for, kind of an idea, or novelization, like a movie tie-in or a TV tie-in or something like that. So originally I was going to read a book by David Duchovny because he has written actually a bunch of stuff, and his stuff is actually pretty well liked, because I am going way back, a huge, huge fan of the X-Files. Huge. Love the X-Files. And I thought about it, and I was kind of looking at the stuff. I'm like, nothing was really jumping out at me. But then I remembered TV tie-in editions. And I went and I hunted this one out on Thrift Books. This is a reread. I read this when it originally came out in the early 90s. So when I was in high school. And I am so stoked at rereading it. So this is Goblins by Charles Grant. So this is based on the X-Files. It's not based on a specific episode, but it is a novelization TV tie-in kind of an idea. They did these, of course, for Star Trek and all kinds of different things. But, I am super, super excited. It says, based on America's boldest new TV series. At least it was in 1994 when this came out. But I am so stoked to get to this. So, yeah. No idea what it was about. I can't remember now. Meet Mulder and Scully, FBI, the agency Maverick, and the female agent assigned to keep him in line. Their job, investigate the eeriest unsolved mysteries in modern Americana, from pyropsychics to death row demons, from rampaging Sasquatches to alien invasions. The cases the Bureau wants handled quietly but quickly before the public finds out what's really out there and panics. So this doesn't really tell you exactly what this story is about, but yeah, I am definitely looking forward to this. I think there was a number of books. Yeah, there was. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them at least. That shows here. Goblins, Whirlwind, Ground Zero, and Ruins. And I believe they were all written by different authors, I think. I don't know. Anyway, this fits perfectly. I'm really, really looking forward to it. This is going to be a really fun throwback. And the last book I have to share is I Spun the Wheel. So let me insert the spinning wheel here. All right, a shifter romance. Let's see what I can find. So, shifter romance. You guys know. Shifter romance is generally not my thing. I'm not into vampires and werewolves and the not paranormal. Clearly I do enjoy some paranormal because I love the X-Files. But for my romance, not so much. I don't get the appeal of the shifter romance. However, this is the week of rereads. So I find a lot of the GarbAugust stuff is rereads. Stuff I read way back in the day that I'm really looking forward to picking up again because I really enjoyed it back then. And they're just fun reads. So this is a book I read many years ago, and I am really looking forward to diving back into it because this is a shifter romance that does not take itself seriously. With a lot of the shifter romances, they're not that they're trying to be serious because it's like Badger shifters or whatever shifters. This is one that is just charmingly delightful. And this book is How to Flirt with a Naked Werewolf by Molly Harper. This is the first book in the How to Flirt with a Naked Werewolf series. This book itself takes place in Alaska in a very small town. And our female lead works in the town from what I'm remembering. And this guy shows up in town and it turns out he's a werewolf shifter. And it's funny. Like, there's great banter. I mean, there is like this overarching, like there is people that are out to get him. So there is that sense of, fear and, mystery and intrigue within the book. But like one of the scenes that stands out at me is that something happens and the guy gets really upset, but he's a wolf, and whatever has happened, and he's very upset. So Molly's sitting on, not Molly, no, that's the author's name. Our female lead is sitting on the front porch of her cabin out in this wilderness in Alaska, and the wolf is sitting beside her in wolf form, like the guy, and she's got like her arm around him, like they're buddies, and she's like consoling this wolf. I don't know why that scene stands out in my head, but it does. There's just something so funny about it. Like, again, it's, you read some of these shifter books and they're like, oh my goodness, it's so serious. Like, oh, they shift into this. But this one, I think what I love about it is that it's like, even the people in town are like, really? like they shift into a, like, what a ridiculous thing, like a werewolf, right? So yeah, anyway, I'm really looking forward to this one. I don't know if werewolves are considered shifters. I think they are. It's a man who shifts into a wolf or a werewolf. That counts, right? That absolutely counts. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've read any of these books yourselves and what you thought about them. No spoilers, please. Well, except the second two, yeah, whatever. I've read them already. But the first book, if you've read it, let me know your thoughts without spoiling it too much. Did you like it? Did you not? I'm kind of excited. I think it's got pretty decent ratings on Goodreads. So yeah. But anyway, guys, let me know what you are reading for week 3 of GarbAugust if you're participating. And until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.